Father's Day to all the single mothers.
Happy Father's Day to all the zaddies.
The single mothers and the
The
good
two
fathers.
dads. Yeah.
The good fathers. Yes.
Yes,
Those
literally.
very, very rare and far in between good fathers. Happy Father's Day.
We love them.
We we appreciate you. I got up this morning and I was like, "Hey, my gift to you, my gift to Luis is that I will never make him a father." I was like, "Do you like your
Happy
gift?
Father's Day.
Do you like your gift?" And he was like, "I love my gift." And I was like, "You're welcome. That is my gift to you."
What a blessing. No, yeah,
Yes.
parenthood is no joke.
This.
My face has been touched. It's so funny too because I have such an aversion to my face being touched, and that's what my child loves to do to me all
That's
day
his
long.
favorite thing to do. No, I was like, "You are a daddy, but you'll never be a father." So.
Yes.
We stand. We stand. Okay, I've had two experiences this week that made me feel like I was living in a simulation, and I have to talk about both of them.
Tell
Tuesday.
me.
Tuesday, I'm at the La La Land Cafe. La La Land is a chain, but I think only
Okay.
in, it's not in like everywhere. I think it's in Los Angeles. I think it's in maybe Texas. It's in Nashville. Okay.
Okay.
For months when it opened, I think it opened last summer, and for months when it opened, don't even think about it. Don't even think about trying to go there, right? But it's settled down and it's in a really, really cute neighborhood, a very walkable neighborhood. So I like to drive over there and do a nice walk and go over there and get a banana cloud latte. And it's
Mm.
delicious and I love it. It's a great experience. So I went over there on Tuesday and I'm just doing like my regular thing. And I go into the La La Land Cafe and there were two, uh, I think elderly Amish ladies in there.
Mm.
Fully Amish, no teeth, like in the middle of Nashville in La La Land Cafe.
How did they get there? Were they
I
lost?
have no clue how they got there, how they were able to be there. And it was one of those things, it was like, I want to take a picture so bad, but I can't. They don't believe in that. They're
Right.
not about that. And I would not want to make them do anything to be uncomfortable. I'm happy they're there, but they're kind of like, they have a distinct odor. They have a
Mm.
distinct, like their shoes are not like our shoes at all. Of course, their
Hmm.
clothing's not. They've got the head covering gear. And, but they were there. They were there and they were ordering and they were sitting down and they were ready to drink their La La Land. And I just have no idea how that's even possible. You know what I mean? Because I was
Yeah.
like, are they on Rumspringa? But isn't Rumspringa for young ones? I don't know.
Maybe they're like escaping or like plotting a revolution. That's what I would like to assume.
I have actually no idea. But it felt like it wasn't real.
Mm, that's weird.
If, because where did they come from?
Isn't it weird how like when you go out into the world, like you have experiences that are like similar to your childhood and you're like, why is this happening to me and why am I like the
Well,
only
there
one
were a
witnessing
couple
it?
of, right, there were like a few people, there were maybe two people in front of me in line to
Hmm.
order. And so I'm watching them and I'm like, do they know how this works?
Yeah.
Do they need help? What can I do? But then I decided I probably don't need to do anything. So I just sit back. No, they ordered, they paid with a debit card. They had a debit card. How did they have a debit card?
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
weird.
telling you, like fully giving Amish. Like no teeth, no
Hmm.
teeth. Um, full garb, those shoes. That's a special kind of footwear that they wear.
Yeah.
And it's also the smell of non-chemical deodorant.
That smell is so strong.
It's a smell of non-chemical deodorant. I know that they are as clean as they absolutely can be, but sometimes in this climate, you've got to have the chemicals in your deodorant.
That's something I'm so sensitive to, the people like smelling out in the public. Like, and I feel so bad. Like,
But
I
I'm,
don't
yeah,
know if it's
I would, right.
like
It's
a
like,
neurodivergent thing, you know?
no, but it's like, especially in this case, especially in this, I don't know. I was so, I guess, unbothered by it in this case because I know that they can't help it because they're
Hmm.
not like allowed to have chemical deodorant, but they're also not allowed to be at La La Land. So I just don't know what is going on.
You're like, why are you here? What is happening? I know, and
But
then you
I was
can't get any
happy.
context.
Oh, okay. Another thing that I was like blown away by, they sell candles at La La Land and they bought candles.
Oh,
And I was like, but you guys make your own candles. What are you doing?
maybe they're like new age.
I've never wanted to take a picture so bad and refrained myself from it.
You should have.
I don't want it. I didn't want to disrespect their boundaries. I wanted them to
That's
have a
fair.
nice time. And it
That's
was
fair.
really actually it was another thing that I also felt was weird is that nobody was staring because
Mm,
like it's like this place is full of literally like Gen Z and young millennials.
mm,
And nobody was like staring or like talking or like nobody was taking pictures. So I was very, very glad. Like I was very happy
that's
about it.
nice.
But I was also surprised. And I was like, am
Yeah,
I the
no.
only one notating this?
Like, are you guys actually here? Or are you a
Yeah,
vivid
literally. It was like,
hallucination?
is this actually real life? Um, I considered staying and seeing like how they left. Like, did a horse come and pick them up or what? But I couldn't stay that long. So I
Weird.
left, but I was happy to see them. I hope they're having a great time. It was
What
just
was
like
your other one? You had two,
Thursday,
you said?
yeah, it was confusing. So then Thursday night I went to see Hamilton at
Yes.
TPAC and it was incredible, iconic, amazing. Me and my friend Brennan, we've seen Hamilton together 3 times. We're so blessed and lucky. And so I went and then somebody texted me today and was like, "Oh, hey, I want to go. I'm trying to get tickets to go see Hamilton while it's still in Nashville, but I can't find any that I can afford." And so I was like, "No way." So I was like, "Well, let me get on the internet and look and see if I can help you find a ticket." Girl, please. Okay, I took a screenshot of this. This is insane. Okay. So for today, we're talking about Tennessee Performing Arts Center in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, we are not talking about Broadway
Right.
here. We're not talking about New York. Okay, for today, there's a matinee at 1 o'clock. There's one ticket left in the whole place, and it's on sale for $30,909. Can you see that?
30,000?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show that. $30,909. Like the tickets to
What?
this show are tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm like, what is going on? What's going on? Is this real?
What do you have like passes though, right? To the theater?
We have season tickets, so it was part of
Hmm.
our season ticket plan. So I have no
That's
idea.
weird.
$30,000
It
for
looks
a
like a
Sunday
car.
afternoon. Actually,
Who is paying $30,000 to go to a play in Tennessee?
because she was like, "Is this real?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. Like, let me check it out. Let me see if I can, maybe you have like cookies or something, and maybe something's wrong with your browser." No, that's what is going on.
That's bizarre.
I feel like life's not
I would
real.
only ever pay like a few hundred at most for like a ticket to
At
anywhere.
most. And
Yeah.
and that's probably gonna have to be in New York. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we pay like a few $100s. I don't know exactly how much our season tickets are, but it can't be that much or I wouldn't be able to afford it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no.
Probably like five
Yeah.
or $600 like a year, something like that.
And you
Um,
like go quite often, so it's like worth
yeah,
it.
we go
Yeah.
like usually on an average of like once a month or something.
Right.
So yeah, but
That's weird.
that made me feel like I wasn't real.
That's
That
weird.
yes. Have you had any simulation events this week?
No, but I've really hunkered down. I've like hardly existed out in society. Like, so no. And I'm kind
Because
of
you have
glad.
10 Gmail accounts.
Literally. It's kind of like so annoying to like be so online when it's not even like for pleasure too. It's like I literally have to do something like online for pleasure to like make it feel worth it. So I'll be like binging a show. while like simultaneously working all
Okay, I have a serious question for you though. Was I the person to break the news to you about Jelly and Bunny? Did I break it to you?
yeah, you did. You did.
Okay, see, I'm collecting these badges of honor because I was also the one to break Taylor Swift's
The
engagement.
engagement. Hmm.
Okay, I'm collecting these little like awards that don't actually exist. But when I am able to tell you something,
Yeah, it's like
pop culture,
um
I feel so special.
that one was like on really up there with like Amanda and West because you were like both of those you were like having such a hard time like
Oh
believing that
yeah.
they could be true.
Yeah,
I mean, more Bunny and Jelly than
yeah, for sure. And I will explain to the audience why one of many reasons why I feel like I
I believe
am
everything. Hannah believes nothing. I'm like, oh
why
wow,
I am
sweet.
friends with Bunny, but I'm not. I know that I'm not, but I know that I'm not, but I also don't know that I'm not, you know? Like I
There's a
think I
chance.
could be. I might be. Um, I'll tell you why. Because we got we got married at the same venue by the same woman. Okay.
Intentionally, right?
Well, I didn't know if it was going to be the same person.
Right. But yeah.
Reverend.
Hmm.
Yeah, that I couldn't control. I did when we decided we weren't going to have a wedding and we were going to elope, which was like we decided about like 2 weeks after we got engaged.
Right.
I said, "Oh, well, if we're going to Vegas to get married, let's get married at the same place as Jelly and Bunny. Like, let's do it." So we did. But then it also turns out that we got married by the same Reverend, Reverend Sherry. And
Hmm.
then Reverend Sherry was like 80 years old and she was really baked whenever we were there. So I was like, "Oh, well, Reverend Sherry seems chill. I might as well just tell her like why I picked this venue and see if she will give me like, any story time." And so I did. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I love them. I remember them." She told us about the night that they were there. And then they also had recently been there to renew their vows.
Right.
They
Because the
renewed
first
their
time they
vows.
were like drunken, and then the second time was like a big photo shoot, grandeur kind of thing.
Yeah, the second time
Hmm.
was, I think, a lot more planned out.
Hmm.
And so they had just been there to renew their vows. And she told us when they were there to renew their vows, like she was so happy for them. She loved them. And they brought her to his concert in Vegas.
Mm.
And we just thought that was so cool. And
So
so it's
cute.
like, I know somebody who knows Bunny.
Hmm. And I mean, I feel like she had a part in you winning those tickets too. Because like we like tag her and stuff like on like your personal and the pop
Yeah,
culture page and
maybe.
like I
But
don't know.
yeah, maybe. I don't know, but we did get to go to see her for the book tour, which was like I talked about it on here. It's like one of the highlights of my life, I guess.
Yeah, because you
And
won it. You
so
didn't like pay for it. You like won the
yeah,
experience.
we
Yeah.
won the tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
so but I mean, I just love her podcast, love her
Hmm.
content, love her just, her personality. She has full-size Highland cows, which I'm obsessed with. Like I
Yeah.
have one on my desk, literally.
Manifesting.
And yeah, I'm just obsessed with those. So yeah, and then their relationship to me, from an outsider, of course, always seemed very kind of inspirational, like how she has done so much for him. And I didn't really think about it as much until the divorce announcement, but it's really just that, like she's done so much for him. Can't really say I don't think that he's done a lot for her. What do you
Yeah,
think?
no.
Yeah.
I yeah, I think Jelly Roll is looking for a very trad wife. And he tried to, no offense to Bunny, but turned like a mom into a housewife kind of thing, like instead he turned her into a multi-million dollar, like, I mean, he didn't turn her into, she turned herself into.
She did all of that,
Yeah.
and I'm,
But she like says stuff like that on her podcast. Like it's literally no offense to her whatsoever. I just think that she like
yeah,
is way too much of a woman for him, in my opinion. I don't
must
think
be.
I think he's just like been waiting for her to settle down and slow down. And I don't think she has any interest in that. I think she has an interest for like a slow personal life, but she also has a drive as a businesswoman to like
Keep
she
building.
enjoys the hustle, and I
Yeah.
respect that. I feel the same. Like I thought when I became a mom, I would want to slow down too, but instead it felt more like I can do everything now
Hmm.
that I'm a mom. And I think that that's like you have to like be with a partner that can give you the space that when you do become a mother, and I mean, she became a mother by being a bonus mother, but also wants to have like her own children. But when you get put into a mother space, you really are like allowed to decide like, do I just want to identify as a mother or do I want to like do everything, you know? And I really resonate with her on that. And I resonate a lot with like her childhood and like her outlook on stuff. And yeah, I feel sad for her a lot with the jelly stuff because I just think that it just sucks that he was kind of trying to put her in a box. And I know that they're like okay and stuff, but I feel like they're as she gets away from the marriage and separates herself more, I feel like she'll be allowed to grieve more and be mad and be sad and feel the things. Like I get that like yeah, he's a good person and you're going to love him forever, but like you're also allowed to like be pissed off and you're
Hmm.
allowed to be angry at the person that told you they were going to be with you for life and then divorced you when things got too hard. Like they can still be a good person and a good man, but a bad partner to you. And I
Hmm.
just hope that she like keeps giving herself the space to feel
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Bunny, and I'm always would always be team Bunny.
Yeah.
And if she's okay, if she's okay with him, then okay. Like it was
Hmm.
so funny. It was maybe, I don't know, it could have been yesterday. I don't know, but one of Jelly Roll's songs came on the radio, Need a Favor. I don't know if you've heard it,
I don't
but I
think I
do like
have.
that. I like that song. And we were driving and Luis was like, "Do you want me to change it? Like, are we still listening to this song?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're still listening to this song. Like, we don't have to change it." But it was hilarious.
He's ready. He's ready for the man
Yeah, he
hatred.
was like, "What are we doing? Like, are we still listening to these songs?" And it just cracked me up because,
That's so funny.
but he's ride or die for Bunny too. Like
Yeah.
he Luis is on, whatever Bunny wants to do. But what stood out to me the most, the very most in her podcast. Okay, I want to ask you what stood out to you the most in the podcast, and I want to see if it's the same thing. What statement that she made stood out to you the most?
When she said they're still having a baby.
Okay, not for me. What stood out to me the most was when she said, "I've always loved my husband a little bit more than he loves me." And
Oh, that one like stabbed me in the chest for
girl, we
her.
know that's never gonna work.
Never,
You can
never, never,
never
never.
have, you're never gonna be successful if
Mm-mm.
the man doesn't love you a little. The man's got to love you a little bit more. I mean, not very much.
And I
Not very
feel
much.
like almost like I swear I've listened to episodes where she has sworn up and down that he loved her a little bit more, but maybe I'm
And that's
mistaken.
but I think that's possible, but maybe she realized this in reflection.
True, 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 true.
She
Yeah.
maybe she maybe realized this in reflection. Maybe at the time it didn't feel like it. But I think that that's something as a woman. I think if you're a woman in a relationship with a man, I think that's something you should check in on periodically.
So
Like,
true. Not just like the beginning.
yeah, are we
Hmm.
still like in that dynamic where he loves me and not, like I said, not very much. It shouldn't be super imbalanced.
Mm-mm.
It's my opinion that like having it be that way where the man loves you just a teeny bit more actually makes it balanced.
Yeah, I
But it
agree.
should never be like, oh yeah, he loves me 10 times more than I love him. Yeah, no, that's not going to work either.
No,
But
because then it's like possessive fandom, like
yeah, but they
weird.
do they do have to love you just a little more than you love them.
Yeah. Do you agree with Bunny that she was chasing him?
I don't know. It's so, I mean, it's really hard because there's so much that we don't know.
We don't know.
My opinion is that she's a little bit in shock still right now.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I, I feel like there's some contradicting
Hmm.
information.
Yeah.
because, but I don't think that she's trying to be dishonest, or that I don't even think he's trying. I don't think he's trying to be dishonest either. I just, as a person with a brain, I'm seeing some contraindicating information because you're telling me, well, first of all, I saw you 3 months ago on a book tour.
Yeah. With her
Okay.
like
And there
husband.
were, and there were, everything was hunky dory perfect. And I think that if there would have been, I think that if she would have perceived any issue with him at that time, she said these issues started a year and a half ago. I think that if she really had perceived these issues, again, she might have realized that year and a half timeline with reflection over the past month. But I feel like if she had thought there was any issues, I think if she thought he was going to divorce her in May, I do not think that he would have been on the book tour with her in February. I
Yeah,
do not think she would have had him there.
I think so too. Hmm.
So some just a little bit of contraindicating information where it's like, oh, well, this has been things have been breaking down over the last year and a half, which does make a lot of sense with her going through IVF and him being on hormones as well or whatever he had to
Hmm.
do. I mean, it does make sense. I get it. Um, but then the some more contraindicating information where this divorce is apparently like the smoothest divorce that's ever taken place on the planet, but you didn't announce it. TMZ broke it.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
you say that you were living in anxiety every day, wondering when it was going to drop, when it was going to come out, when it was going to break.
Hmm.
Why? Why not just, if this is the best divorce that's ever happened in the history of the United States, why not
Why not
just,
celebrate it?
yeah, drop it
Hmm.
yourself? So, and I, again, like, I don't think that she's being disingenuous at all. I think this is her telling it as she's feeling now. And I think that it's probably going to shift and change, especially I think after their child is born. I think she's going to have some differing maybe opinions on him.
Oh my God. I do worry about them. Okay, like they got together when Bailey was like 5, 6, 7 range.
Well, she's 18 now. They've been married for 10 years. So, and
Eight.
I don't, I really, to be honest with you, I can't figure out how long they knew each other before they got married. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
let's say a year. Let's say they knew each other for a year before they got married. So maybe she was like 7.
They've just never experienced a baby together. But she did say in her book that Bailey was very sickly as a child. She and this is something that I really want to touch on. God forbid Bunnie ever listens to this, especially after listening to couples therapy for the past 48 hours. I think that Bunnie and Jelly have a pattern. And the pattern is they fight, Bunnie runs, shuts down, he chases. And this time he didn't chase. She said, "You want to file for a divorce from me? File for a divorce from me."
Oh, because she
She
did say it.
packed
She
a
left.
bag. She
Yeah.
left. And I thought that was very notable to say that he's chasing you, but she's the one that always leaves. And she says this continuously in her book. She left in a
Oh,
very,
yeah, she
very,
does say that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm finding the contradictory
Hmm.
statements because
Yeah.
I think that Bunnie is the runner.
Well, they actually did deal with a baby. I don't know to what extent they dealt with the baby because if you remember, his son, Noah, was born right after they got married.
Oh, right. Noah,
So
yes.
that's like a whole another thing. I don't like the details are a little bit murky because
Hmm.
obviously he got somebody pregnant exactly 9 months before they got married because that baby was born right when they got married. And then
Hmm.
I don't know like what the custody deal is with the son. I know that like I've seen Jelly roll at like Titans games with him. I know that he hangs out with him a lot, but I think that he obviously has a much better relationship with Noah's mom than with
Hmm.
Bailey's mom. And I know that they
Hmm.
do share custody. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think that they try to also maybe maintain his mom's privacy somewhat.
Hmm.
I don't know. Um, but so they did actually have baby stuff, but I mean, again, Bunnie wasn't the mother.
Yeah, no, and I think like, I mean, obviously they're going to have a lot of help, but it's just like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of work to have a tiny baby. and they are such like go, go, go people.
Right.
Like it's a lot of work.
But I mean,
Like
he said publicly so many times, that he wouldn't have his kids, he wouldn't have Bailey if it wasn't for Bunnie, and he wouldn't be able to, have a relationship with Noah if it wasn't for Bunnie. And so from that, from what he has said publicly, I have to kind of gather that he's only been a good father in from his own mouth. He's only been able to be a good father because of being with Bunnie.
absolutely. Yeah, I do agree with
So,
that.
and that's from, and I mean, that's not any shade at all. Like that's from his own mouth.
Right.
So I'm just wondering what kind of father is he going to be with them not together?
Especially since he's actively like dating, he's
Yeah.
actively seeking a like that's going to be very complex for like a woman to enter into.
Yeah.
Like, how much time is she going to spend with Bunnie's baby? Like, I don't know. There's
Yeah.
so many like
Yeah.
uncomfy dynamics that, and I think obviously like there's already a pregnancy, which is why they're
Oh,
having a
no
child
doubt.
together. Yeah.
Because they also said he, like they know it's a
Yes,
boy.
yes, they said he. Yeah.
Undoubtedly, the surrogate is currently pregnant. There's not a doubt in my
Mhm.
mind.
So I don't think it was something that was like planned, like let's get pregnant and get divorced at all.
Oh, no, 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 no. And she will have help, but but just I think at the end of the day, and I've never been a mom, so I can't speak to it. This is just my thoughts. At the end of the day, just having a baby, regardless of how much help you have, I think is really hard, especially if there's complex emotions with their dad, and maybe their dad is going to be out touring and you're going to be
Hmm.
seeing videos of him doing things possibly, or hearing about him doing things possibly. And I don't know how their daughter is going to react and what she
Hmm.
could potentially feel about it. I don't know. It seems really complex, and I want it to turn out so good. I want it to turn out so good for all of them. I want it to turn
Hmm.
out so good for Bunnie, for the baby, for Mimi, for Haley,
Hmm.
for Jelly if they want that.
Yeah,
I can go
I
either
think it's
way.
yeah, I
Like if
think
they
it's
if
going to
they're
be beautiful for Bunny. I don't know that she's always going to have a great relationship with Jelly, but
Mhm.
I think she'll be a wonderful mother, and I think
I
having
do.
her best friends like living so close to her will help her a lot.
Yeah.
I think Mimi being a mother will
Yeah.
help her a lot. She'll help her because I think Bunny's just used to being a bonus parent, so she's used to being like having fun with the kids and then they go back, to their schedule, and I think it'll be like a shift for her to be like the primary parent because it is a shift. It's different. It is different when like bonus versus primary, you
I
know?
feel like she's been the primary parent to Bailey though, because Bailey's mom is not at
Right,
all.
right.
I do feel like she's had that with Bailey. I don't think
But
that
Bailey's
I
always
think
been like in
yeah.
school. Like she's
Yeah.
always like to have that time, like
Baby.
what,
Baby
yeah, like
age.
0 to 5. Like
Like
that's
up all
different.
night.
It's
Yeah.
different than like 5 and up because I've experienced both. Like I've experienced being a bonus parent to a child that's 5 and up, and then I've experienced ground zero. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's different
Right.
when you have it, and we got together during COVID, so I homeschooled all of a sudden for like 2.5 years. But that was
Right.
like it's all very like shocking and new. And it's
Yeah.
exciting and it can be fun and it can be hard and
Yeah.
but yeah, absolutely. I do agree that Bunny has been the primary parent to Bailey.
Mhm.
Like she's been the
I
most consistent thing for Bailey for sure.
Absolutely. I think also part of this, them being very favorable towards one another, I do believe is for the sake of the child. I think that they both, from both of their childhoods, know how harmful it can be for a child to like hear a lot of negative about one of their parents. So I do think that part of this, like being very publicly still positive about one another, is because of that.
Absolutely. And I think for all three of the kids, for Noah and Bailey,
Absolutely. Yes. Like
because
they're not,
it
I think that,
yeah.
yeah, they're not just going
Hmm.
to be out here like shit talking one another
Yeah.
because of the kids. So if she's if she's happy, I'm happy. but I do think that there's probably going to be some like more processing going on and
Hmm.
more kind of like deep thought and reflection and thinking. But honestly, like she's the hottest she's ever been. She's the
No,
hottest she's
she
ever been
really
right
is.
now.
I didn't even realize like how
Yes,
good she looked until
she's
watching the divorce episode. Oh
that's
my
a
God.
MILF. That is a MILF, 100%. And
So
she's
crazy.
like so successful, like her movie, she's gonna be having a movie coming out about her life, and
I'm excited about that. Yeah.
she has a lot of really, really good things ahead of her. So
I hope
I
they do
say
a reality show of the compound because I would love to watch. That would be
that would be
so fun.
so good. Luis and I are we're like planning right now. We keep like jotting down ideas. Me and him want to make a audition like application to live on the compound.
You are insane.
Like this is our application, our audition to like be invited to live on the compound. Like it can be a shed, truly, you
You
know.
could be the in-house psychiatrist.
But I'm
You
just I'm
could
just like,
I'd
look,
be the
I'm
hired
like,
help.
I can prescribe and administer medication. I worked night shift for 10 years, so I can be up all night with the baby. That's
Wow,
fine.
that's a
Like
big task.
I grew up on a farm, so I can take care of the cows and the animals. Like, please tell me that it
Luis
wouldn't
could
be
be
a great fit.
security.
And Luis can be armed security.
Yeah, he
Literally,
could do
like
like night security for the
he's
compound.
qualified to do all that. And they don't have a pink-haired baddie in their coven.
So true.
Like,
I think it makes sense, honestly, now that we listed the
I
points.
make yeah, we're making an application video. That's what we're gonna do.
I love that she's staying in Nashville. That's awesome.
Well, think how hard it would be.
I
Like,
know. I was worried she was gonna like go to LA or something because she was
I
spending
was
a lot of
scared.
time in LA. I
I
was
was
like,
scared.
ew. I don't like Bunny LA. It's a little spooky. It's a little like Vegas Bunny. Is I don't know when she gets close to that, you know.
She does well in Wyoming though, like
Yeah,
with
I love her in
Jeffrey.
nature. I love her
Yeah.
in nature.
She did talk about, well, like when she did her Nashville show, she did very like distinctly say like I really feel like Nashville is my home now. Like I'm from
Mm,
Vegas, like I'm from Vegas and all of that, but like she just really feels at home here now. And I was like, I don't want the cows to have to move, honestly, but
no, yeah.
I don't I was very glad to hear that she's not moving, and it makes sense because if they're going to co-parent, you know.
Yeah, so much of her life the past 10 years has been Tennessee and
And
like
they have all this
mhm.
land, houses and cows. I mean, they have all this shit here, so but
Yeah.
I think it's going to turn out well for her. I do.
Yeah. Ultimately, we're excited for her. We're happy for her. I really am so hopeful that all of her really we're back. Yeah, I was just saying that I hope that all of her relationships with her children just like remain strong. I'm so excited for her future though.
Yeah, me too. I think it's exciting,
It is exciting, yeah.
but it was jarring news.
What's really jarring. And I'm like, what kind of I don't know. I'm interested to see since he's like dating seriously, I'm interested to see who he dates next, you know, if it's public at all.
Yeah, yeah, that threw both Luis and I off too, that he was like dating and like talking to her about dating. I was just like, that couldn't be me. I'm so sorry. Like if we were divorced for a month, I just must not be like cut of the same cloth
But they've been
because
in an open relationship predominantly the whole relationship, I think,
I
right?
don't know. I'm not sure. I think it closed whenever she stopped doing
Mm,
OnlyFans. Whenever she switched from doing OnlyFans and escorting and really let that story close and started predominantly like podcasting, Patreon, social media, writing her book. I think that the relationship was closed, but I'm not 100% sure.
yeah,
And I mean, in an open relationship is still so different than like
divorcing.
we're
Yeah.
divorced and you're dating somebody in a
Yeah,
month.
no. When
But
she was like, his DMs are open, I was like, I hate it. If you're like listening to this podcast and sliding his DMs, you're not a fan of hers, in my opinion. Like
because
at all.
she is hurting. She is, you
Yeah.
can tell like she is hurting. Like she is a strong woman and she is doing her best to be strong and I admire that and appreciate that, but her feelings are hurt and you can tell.
And that's been her husband for 10 years. Like
10 years.
that doesn't just like go away. It doesn't just like
Yeah.
stop. Yeah.
Give it some time before you go into Jelly's DMs.
Please.
You know,
Go in Bunnie's DMs. Like,
I
what the
would
F?
go in Bunny's DMs. Like, yeah, absolutely. Have you seen like the lesbian TikTok? Like,
That's
uh,
what she needs. She needs like a masked like
yes.
baddie. There's so many in Nashville too. Like,
Please let her be with she either like for her next if she wants to be in another relationship, which she said that she never wants to be in a relationship again, and I respect that. If she ever changes her mind, it's either got to be a lesbian or a lavender marriage. Marry
mhm,
a gay man.
I agree.
Marry
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Power
Yeah.
couple.
Honestly, they would
Power
have the
couple.
most insane makeup like ever together.
But, like I can't think of a more power couple than Jeffree Star and Bunny.
No, literally.
Absolutely. Or
I
yeah, but I mean preferably like be with a woman, you know?
I need her to I know she's been with women, but I just need her to like experience that, especially in motherhood. Like that would be so nice to like two
Right?
mommies, you know.
Yeah.
Go sit.
Okay, let's talk about the Summer House bonus episode. What
Bonus.
did you think?
Thank God for it, or I would have actually been so pissed. Like
Yeah.
if they left us with that three-part reunion, like, and honestly, like Lindsay asked all of the questions and all of the follow-up questions that like we needed, you know?
Lindsay's a journalist. Like she is really.
Yeah.
Long live Lindsay. Long live Lindsay Hubs. Okay, yeah, so I found it extremely disturbing that Amanda had that conversation with Lindsay, and Lindsay says West has got to go, and Lindsay says, I know, and then gets on a plane to Italy with him. Okay, that
And spits in
first
his mouth.
first of all, I couldn't even ever be like Lindsay, and
Listen.
I couldn't even like have that conversation with Amanda because Amanda would be blocked in my phone from my life. But if I did, and then she said that, and then she did that, I would be irate.
Yeah, I don't like the narrative that like Amanda's being manipulated. I think she is manipulative. I think they are both manipulative. I think they both plan this together. I don't think Wes manipulated her. I think that she really thought that she ate with this. I think she really thought that people were going to be happy with her because Kyle was so mean to her. Like I don't I think if there is a world where this was received differently, I think that's why she had no remorse in the reunion, you know?
Lindsay was so right, and she was like, "This is so bad that you have made us forget how horrible of a relationship you've been in for the past 10 years." Like,
Hmm.
and that was truly awful. I haven't forgotten completely about it because
No.
I really hate Kyle.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. Absolutely not.
But but something I remember something you said. I can't remember what episode you said it in because I keep trying to find it. But you said that she would be expecting the same thing from West to settle down, to stop partying.
Mhm.
And she clarified that that's exactly what she's expecting.
Yes.
She is
Yeah.
expecting that he is going to stop doing all of this because of her.
And he's
Crazy.
not. And he's not.
Mm-mm.
He's just going to switch from texting to 6-hour phone conversations.
Yeah, no, it's actually insane.
Have
Like,
you ever in your entire life talked to a man on the phone for 6 hours?
mm, I don't. I've been in a lot of like long distance relationships, so that I can't say no because somebody would be like,
Okay.
"Yeah, you did." I'd have to say
While
probably.
living in the same city as somebody, have you ever had
No,
a
no,
okay.
no, no.
Yeah.
Only like long distance.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Mija is an absolutely not from me. Because why are you still talking to him?
Yeah,
Stop it.
he
Stop it.
has like some weird like power over these like beautiful women, and it's like very off-putting.
She needs to stop. She needs to stop talking to him. Because why are you talking to West and also talking to Sierra? I no girl who is talking to West should also be talking to Sierra.
Yeah, like you should be like the fact that he can, again, the fact that he can commit to Amanda publicly and could not commit to either of you two. That's your answer right there, babe. Like right there. Don't
Yeah.
talk to him.
And also the only reason that he's committing to Amanda publicly is because he's forced to. Because he's in like prison, essentially.
Absolutely. No, literally, like I'm I'm over West. I'm glad that he's not coming back.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him sweat anymore.
I don't want to see
Quite
any of it.
literally.
And I haven't even seen the seasons that he's on, and I don't want to see it because I'm still on season 5.
Yeah, I feel very bamboozled by him. Well, I did. Now I'm just like sick of him. I don't care about him. Like I'm sick of him, but I like actually really enjoyed him when he first came on. But then I realized now that it was like the same reason that I've been manipulated by men in the
Was he
past.
charming you on the
Yes.
screen? Oh, gross.
And that's like, I mean, the same thing that he did to like Sierra. He's just like very like puppy dog, like very silly, goofy, like unserious, nice, complimentive, just like a good time boy. And like, I hate that, like, I fall for that. And then it's just bullshit,
This is
It's
what I
like,
can't understand also. Okay, so Miha was fully like dating West all summer, staying at his apartment while he was at the summer house, and then he gets home. Okay, I don't understand how the overlap because he was flirting with Sierra, touching Sierra, kissing Sierra at the summer house, talking to Sierra, telling her he sees her, telling her like all this crazy stuff. I don't understand how that doesn't translate, like how they are how Sierra and West are doing this at the summer house, and then what they have no contact the rest of the week when they live in the same city. How does this work?
yeah, I don't know, because it seems like he's telling Miha that this is like almost like a scripted, like almost as if he's like an actor or something, like that this is a showmance. This is only for the show, it's only
Uh-huh.
for ratings. But like, I don't know, it seems like nobody's really monitoring his phone usage because Amanda's not looking at it, Miha's not looking at it, Sierra's not looking at it. It seems like he's just allowed to do whatever he's doing 24/7 under the guise of I'm not a boyfriend. I'm not a boyfriend.
Which,
Like,
if you're dating a decent dude, I agree with. I don't feel the need to be in Luis's phone. Like
same,
I can get into it
same.
if I want to. I don't because it's just like horse racing videos and shit. You know, it's
Well, and I think that that's probably like was Miha's downfall was that she assumed that he was just loyal, and that made an ass out of her and him.
yeah,
Like,
but yeah, I just like I don't understand how Sierra and Miha didn't put it together
yeah.
over the summer or whatever. But yeah, Miha is full of shit. She is not, no, she's not it. She's not the move. It was fun to see West be so uncomfortable.
And he even said, I thought that was interesting when they were like, well, two things I found interesting that Kyle and Lindsay only agreed to meet with Amanda and West if they could do it on camera. I was like, I love these people. Like, they have done the pop culture work for us. We do not have to guess, we do not have to assume. They will not allow them to move in the dark. They're like, no, any moves you're going to make, you little snakes, you're going to do it right on camera.
Yeah.
And they show their text messages, and then they said, this is the first time we're meeting, we're doing it on camera because we need to get the truth out there.
Yeah, truly. I
I
respect
loved
that.
that.
I respect that also. Um, but I liked the part where he said, "Oh, well, this won't make the edit, but my
Yes,
screen time is over."
that's
Yeah.
exactly where I was going with that.
If you
Yeah.
say that, you dumb idiot, like, of course they're gonna put that in there. This won't
I
make
love
the
that.
edit.
I love
You
when they
guys
say
say
like,
it will?
just because you're breaking the fourth wall doesn't mean that they're not gonna leave that in there. Like,
The
obviously we know it's
editors,
being filmed. We understand there's a camera in front of you.
the editors of Summer House and In the City need to get a raise.
Yeah, they're putting in work.
They're putting in work. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, Sierra and Miha, yeah, I guess that pretty much covers it. But just to have that combo, Amanda and Lindsay, where Lindsay was truly trying to like help her. She was really trying to help her, even though she doesn't deserve to be helped, but she was trying to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And she just acted in the moment like she was listening and hearing, and then she said, "Nope, I'm gonna go to Italy and spit in West's mouth."
Well, and ultimately, I think that between the lines of her like revelation, she was telling us the truth that she is male centered. She does not care about her female friendships if they're impacted by a man,
Mhm.
and that she accepts this attention because she does not have self-worth and self-love. So, in between the tears and the fakeness was real, we were getting actual real
Yeah.
answers, and I
Their
think
conversation, Lindsay and Amanda's, was the most productive of the three conversations they shared.
absolutely. I kind of wish that almost West talked to like Jesse, but I don't think Jesse would do it on camera. I think he's way too like loyal still. But I or KJ, I don't know. I think that he can't well, first of all, West doesn't like or respect Kyle. He's made that apparent in multiple confessionals.
Mhm.
So I don't like, and also it was so weird that he said, well, I said I loved her in summer 2025. And Kyle was like, wait. You
Mhm.
were friends. We were married. Like, what do you mean? That was like such a weird thing to say in that moment. Like,
Because
obviously, I loved her.
West is trying to weasel around and say that he loves Amanda and that he doesn't love Amanda. That's
Hmm.
what this whole like thing is. He wants you to know that he has loved Amanda for a long time, and he also is not saying I love you to Amanda,
Right. And
which is
yeah, absolutely.
peak fuckboy behavior.
And
Peak,
he feels like he doesn't have to tell Kyle the truth because he's like, you were not nice to the girl that I'm seeing. So
yeah,
why do I have to be honest with you? Like, I
because
don't need
they're
to tell you
married.
anything. Yeah, literally. I mean, we know why. But he's like in his little like mouse brain, he's like, I don't need to tell you like all of my yeah, I don't know. I wish that Wes would have talked to us, but I think Wes is a liar. I think he's a
Yeah,
pathy. He
he's a
is a
liar
pathy.
and not a good one either.
No,
He has so many tells. Like the fact that he just
so
pours
many.
sweat 24/7 because he's lying. Like,
Yeah.
hi,
And he
just
doesn't feel bad about it. I don't think
he
he feels bad about it at all.
can't look anybody in the eye because he's lying.
Hmm.
I wish that Lindsay would have said out.
Yes. I actually I do. That's who should have spoken to Wes. I don't think it should have been Kyle. I think it should have been Lindsay because I think Lindsay has the ability to like pull the truth out
Actually,
of
just let
him.
Lindsay do the whole thing. Amanda, West, and then Miha. Just let her tear them all up. Truly, I would have rather
Yeah.
seen that. But I do understand that they had to put some variety in there. But do we know? Do we have any idea what the current status is of Amanda and West? Are they still together as of June 21st, 2026?
The last sighting I think I saw was like this week, like the beginning of this week. Like she was sitting on his lap at a bar, I think the 16th or 17th.
Mm,
So as of like the past 7 days, yes, question mark. But one thing's for sure, when they're together, they're not telling the truth. So I'm glad that Bravo's like separating them constantly to make them both
yeah.
tell the truth.
And I wonder if there were any. I wonder if they watched the bonus episode because they haven't watched the season, which is insane.
That should be a requirement in your contract.
Duh.
Absolutely. Like if you're being paid like per episode, you should absolutely be required to see how you're edited. And also, what did you want? Editing
I
control?
would want to know what people were going to be seeing of me, and I would want to be able to take to social media if there were a lot of discrepancies or something, or if I felt like I wanted to clarify something that happened off camera or something. Like, yeah, I would be watching. If I was on TV, honey, I'm watching.
Yeah, no, I feel like Amanda is just kind of like a brat. Ever since she said that she like handcuffed herself, like she and again in her mind feels like she's above it to watch it because she already knows what we think. So why should she watch it? Because she knows how she's going to be perceived, which is such a
Mm,
cop out in my opinion. Why not
yeah,
take accountability for your negative actions? And then
yeah,
you could maybe explain them further.
yeah. But once again, two major points. that we would like to always drive home. The man has to love you a little more than you love him. And please, for the love of God, don't center your life around men. We beg.
We beg.
Just those two things. That's it. That's all we want.
That's really all we have for this entire episode.
This
Please.
entire podcast is about two things.
We're begging you.
We're begging you.
Hello.
Okay, do you want to do a quick blurb on the valley? The valley is a mess.
The valley is a mess. The relationships are falling apart because they continue to be on camera also.
A mess. But what really, I was really bothered. Not like seriously, but I was like, what? When I saw that Nia and Danny were at Jasmine and Melissa's wedding. What do you mean?
Why?
What do you mean?
The more that I've watched Jasmine, I feel like she has like almost like an insecurity around friendships. Not around like her relationship. She's very like aware of her relationship, but
Yeah, I think that their Melissa and Jasmine's relationship is very genuine.
yeah, absolutely.
And I mean I'm happy for them like getting married. Like it looked like a beautiful wedding. I hope it was a beautiful wedding. I hope there was no contention, but you know, people that have done you dirty, especially in such a what's the word? Especially in such a violating way. Violating way. I think violating is a good word of putting it. Why are they at your wedding? You
Yeah. I also like I find Danny to be so off-putting, and then for them to be under the protection of like, but we're Christians. Yeah, I'm just like, did you see when he grabbed Zach's prosthetic breast and slapped it on national television?
was that in
And
the
then
last episode?
that
No.
was,
Oh, that was before. Yeah, I did see that. Yes.
and I'm just thinking like, this is Christian. This is 2026 Christian values right here.
I mean, to be fair, they do act like church people.
Absolutely.
So
That's
they
what I'm
do,
saying. Like, this is
yeah,
very on
they
par.
do like the covering up of the drinking, the constant excuses, the milkmaid dresses. Yeah. But another point I wanted to make about Melissa and Jasmine's wedding is that it's okay, so they obviously had Nia and Danny there. And then it wasn't even as though it was convenient at all, right? They got married in New Jersey. It's not like they got married in LA,
Right.
you know? So like you have allegedly this beef with these people and it's not like, oh yeah, the wedding's in town, like it'll be chill, whatever. No, they flew halfway across country. And I'm not just I don't want to just criticize Jasmine on this. I also want to criticize Danny and Nia. Why
Mm-hmm.
the fuck are you flying across the country, leaving your four under four to fly across the country to go to a wedding for people that say that you violated them? That seems weird. Why are
Well,
you
and
doing that?
I absolutely guarantee that there was cameras there because everything that Danny and Nia do is for perception, not reality.
Right. But you would, if somebody said something about me, something I did something bad, violating, weird, perverted, if you think that I would go to their wedding,
1 second.
I mean, were they that desperate to get away from the kids?
I'm
Like,
sure
you're
the kids probably went. The kids probably are there with the grandmas.
probably. Well, definitely the baby. The baby was like a paid actor this season. Like, what?
Like talking had its own little script.
The baby on the party bus, the baby in Mexico. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, no. And also like I agree. Well, the most recent episode, Lala says like I go on vacation to get a break from my kids, not to like be surrounded and feel guilty on vacation. Like
Yeah, it
what?
was so funny this week. Carol and I were texting and we were talking about how sick we are about, sick of the cast of the Valley we are. And it was like, oh, we were starting to list off the cast members that we were sick of. And then it was like, oh, wait, it's absolutely everybody except for Lala, Michelle, and Brittany.
Yeah. And honestly, it's probably gonna just become like Michelle. I love her, Dr.
I
Dre.
I have a thing for Lala and Brittany.
I do too. I do too.
I have a thing for him. I remember when Brittany showed up on Vanderpump Rules. I remember when Lala showed up in Vanderpump Rules,
Me too.
and I love those girls.
They definitely brought something different to Vanderpump too. Both
Yeah,
both times, both times. And I also think that I forgot how much Lala hates or hated Ariana, like during when Ariana was going through Scandival, until I've been seeing like recent edits. They always like pop up around this time of year.
Lala's good for Brittany.
Yes. He's going
Lala,
outside.
Brittany needs Lala while Brittany should listen to Lala while she tries to date.
Yeah. No,
I
they
don't know. I
they
don't know if she will, but she should.
I'm gonna have to cut this short and hop off here because my
Oh,
child's
well, we're
losing his
done.
mind. Okay.
Wrap it up.
We love you guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, we're trying to hit a subscriber goal. Let's go, girls.
Let's do it.